Okay, well, let's say that the company has come up to a certain point where, okay, they have certain processes, and if we had done a Scampi appraisal today, a Scampi C, a baseline appraisal, we would, get an average output. Now, if the company thinks that, okay, I've got certain processes and I want to start a CMMI program, but they also know that they have some process definition deficiencies which they would need to outsource to some company, some part of it. How logical or how good would it be for a process definition consulting company to do the baseline appraisal and do the gap in the action planning after it, versus SCI authorized lead appraiser doing it? We know that a Scampi C doesn't have to be conducted by a lead appraiser, but the way both will view it will be definitely more different.
I think I understand what you're saying. I think we would advocate that you would want to, if at all possible, to leverage the services of a lead appraiser, primarily because they understand the Class A appraisal and how to scale it back properly. Not to mention all lead appraisers in the world, most of them that have been in the business for a very long time, have a significant amount of knowledge and experience and skills in understanding context. Context is very important when you're implementing CMMI. It's trying to understand, how does CMMI fit into an organization? This is where a lead appraiser can bring to a company a quick understanding of how does CMMI fit into their context. So when I work with like insurance companies that are in mainframe, large system application, COBOL, those type of things, that's a different context than working with a company that may be doing web-based development or product development or something like that. So context is one thing. The other is using the lead appraiser's knowledge to build internal knowledge, if you see what I'm getting at. So again, it goes back to that discussion we had in another segment about building internal capability.
Okay, then how would it be if both a lead appraiser and a process definition consulting company go into a client together? Would they be able to work together? So actually my question is, a company is going to start a CMMI project from scratch, and their processes are fairly mature but not fully mature, and would it be a choice for a company to both go on to this assignment with a lead appraiser and a process definition company together, knowing that, well, they have a lot of processes to get defined, but I would like, the lead appraiser to be around too to audit it?
From the same company or two different companies?
Two different companies.
Oh, okay. It's a good point or a good place to point out something here, and that is basically we're talking sometimes even about ethics. And a code of conduct that lead appraisers are required to sign by the SCI, and then we go through ethics training and things like that. So that's always on the first, the first thing on your mind is going in and making sure that we're doing business correctly. Okay, so using a lead appraiser from one company, consulting company, and another consulting company doing the internal development assistance and process is okay, as long as each knows what role they're playing.
Okay.
So in other words, the lead appraiser, most lead appraisers, will not go into a company and assist in the development of the processes and then be their lead appraiser to conduct their Class A appraisal, because you are basically then appraising your own work. So that's one thing that most lead appraisers, or all of us, subscribe to, is that you don't go in and appraise your own work.
Okay.
So even in companies that are providing both the appraisal service and the consulting services, the appraisers know that their job is to just look at the process for compliance and implementation in the organization. And the development of the processes is a whole separate initiative.
Yeah.
Different people, different roles, but not working together in development and appraising.
Yeah.
Would be the best way to say it.
If a process definition company goes into a client and does a baseline appraisal according to SCAN-PC and an action planning workshop afterwards, and this client company tries to improve the processes according to the action planning which was developed by this process definition company, will there be any kind of, conflict or unnecessary rework in the future when a lead appraiser comes in and starts the official part of the work?
Oh, okay. The potential's there, is the best way to say that. It would all depend on the experience, knowledge, and credentials, I guess you'd say, of the company that's providing the process.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that?
Yeah, that answers. Thank you.